presentation over.
All right, well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today, bright and early. I know most of you have had a fun night out last night, so thank you for being here on time and ready to learn. We're going to do a quick introductions. Today we're going to be talking about virtual buying experience. So we've seen most builders utilize virtual model tours, and now we're taking it all the way from just marketing homes to actually selling homes online. So we're going to talk about some of the best practices of using virtual model tours to help you actually sell versus using physical models. Let's start off with you, Meredith. We can do a quick introduction of who you are and what you do.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. My name is Meredith Doucette. I am with Shea Homes, and I oversee our digital strategy. So what that means is I push everyone to try things that may or may not work. And right now, I find that a lot of my role is protecting some of the digital things. If you were here yesterday, we were talking about how it's easy to go back to the old ways and trying to save money because we know 2023 isn't going to be a great year. We have people questioning some of our digital strategy and initiatives. So I spend a lot of my time just really looking at what's out there, making sure our website looks great, implementing new technologies to help our team communicate with customers and sell our homes.
So my name is Alana Silva and I'm from boxbrownie.com. So Box Brownie, for those of you who don't know, is a visual marketing company. So essentially we strive to create the marketing that you might need to sell a home, whether it be existing or a new build. My job is essentially to come and talk to you guys and spread the word. I am from Australia, so I am very jet lagged. I feel like I spend half my time on a plane, but I'm really excited to be here today with you guys to chat.
And thank you for sponsoring today's session.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Greg Bray. I'm the president of Blue Tangerine. We're a digital marketing and website development agency that specializes in helping home builders build a better website, drive more traffic, and convert more leads from it. So excited to be here.
And my name is Anya Chrysanthen, and I'm a Chief Brand Officer at Anugo. At Anugo, we believe that buying new homes should be fun and easy experience. And we do that by providing great visualization, so anything from renderings to 3D virtual tours, digital design tools, and all the way through buy online. And of course, all of that is backed by our analytics, so you can see what's going on the back end, see the entire customer journey, as well as predict some of the trends. So today we're going to go ahead and get started with Meredith. So Meredith is going to give us some of the great examples of what they're doing at Shea Homes to sell virtually their communities. I know you guys have had a lot of success selling homes without breaking the ground, pre-selling, everything through 3D models. So give us a little bit of information of what you guys have been doing there.
Sure. So there have been several times over the last couple of years where we needed to go to market on communities and we didn't have models. And we've been using virtual to completely sell some of our communities. And we've done what we call pre-sales in the past, and we've done that with paper. And we found that when we sell with just the paper floor plans, and this is many years ago, we have a higher cancellation rate because people just aren't sure what they're seeing, what they're going to get, and then they come see the models and they're like, meh, that's not really what I thought it would be. So we were challenged, especially in our San Diego division. We had to open 12 communities in a year. We had no models, and we sold 8 out of those 12 communities completely virtual. And granted, this was over 2021, 2022, so demand was very high. But we had a cancellation rate of about 5%, when before selling just on paper, we'd seen cancellation rates in the 30s and 40s when people actually saw the models, and a lot of switching to different homes and things like that. So for us, we found that visualization really is critical. We're all here together and we're competing a lot against the used homes. I'll use used instead of resale since I learned that we're supposed to do that yesterday. And I'll admit, I work for a builder, but I live in a used home because used homes are easier to visualize and to see. And to be fair, when I was buying, there were no new homes where I was living. But we're asking the customer to really do a lot to visualize our homes when they may not like the orange shag carpet, but at least they can see what the home's going to look like. So it's really important for us to be able to help the customers and allow them to visualize and see themselves in the home. We were talking about this yesterday, but like Sales 101, make that emotional connection, make them want it. We haven't had to do that for the last few years because customers have been clamoring for homes, but we have to get back to that. We have to let them see the home, make that connection with it, so that they'll strive for the financial ability to get in there. And then for us, one of the challenges is, well, these VRs, they cost a lot, these virtual models, do we really need them? You can use them for so much more than the customer experience. They really have helped improve our internal processes. So we're using them for our model walkthroughs. So we're not building model homes and then having someone go through on a walk and say, take that wall down and move that window. We're doing it virtually. So it's really helped us in that process as well. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the pre-selling. So giving customers that they can something they can really see and how the home's going to live before they even have a model home to purchase. And then staging inventory and having virtual tours of your inventory homes. We didn't have as many for the last 2 years, but we did start building them up and just allowing customers to see how that space might live. When they see a big empty room, maybe not as appealing, but having the visuals there. So just giving people perspective, I think, is really key. I think you need both. Because people's brains work differently. So what's on the left does not work for me. I worked in building for a long time, and when I look at what's on the left, I really can't visualize how that house is going to be. But on the right, you can see our virtual tour, and the customer can walk through. They can still get that floor plan perspective, but they can walk through the entire home virtually and understand how it's going to live for them. And then our friends here at Box Brownie, I put some of their pictures here in our presentation. It's really important for us that we stage our inventory so that when customers come on our website, they're not seeing just empty homes. And this also really helps for third-party sites. When we're out on Zillow, we're competing with resale, giving the customer an idea of what that inventory home is going to look like versus just a blank room. And not necessarily here to do a Box Brownie commercial, but they're very easy to work with and they do a wonderful job quickly on these quick move-in homes. You just have to send them a picture and you're good to go. So just giving you some examples of some more recent homes we've worked on. And then I mentioned earlier about resales and Zillow and all the other third-party sites that we're on, really competing with visualization. So I'm going to just play this video quick. I think the stat we heard yesterday was new construction homes have less than 3 pictures, and you just saw that example where a customer had 1 picture to look at, which was the exterior. In this example of a new construction home on Zillow, the customer sees a lot of pictures, but they're not staged and furnished. And then having an actual home with staging really helps the customer see how it lives. And another thing that we've done that's pretty cool with the visualization is landscaping. So in Colorado, snows, and we sometimes offer landscaping packages, and the customer can't see that because there's snow. So we've been able to do virtuals of what the landscape will look like, even if it's under the ground. We've done some virtuals so they can see that. So just a lot of, don't force customers to use their imagination. Really compete with helping them along the line. So again, with the floor plans, you can see here on this example, it's flat. And when I'm picking the structural options, you can barely see what I was doing. It was just changing color. But in a visual tour like this, and this is done for us by Zonda Virtual, you can walk through and you can actually see the home. We have in our sales office that customers can go through and see the home, and they can also pick their structural options. And that's something new that we'll be adding also to our website now, so that customers can do that. And you'll see here as a customer walks through, they can see the home and the floor plan will pop up. And now they're changing the structure. So they're changing to the gourmet kitchen. They're changing the railings on top. So this will really help the customer visualize versus those little squares where they're just checking and it's changing and turning yellow and you're not really seeing it. So one of the other things I mentioned earlier was our pre-selling. So we have a luxury community in Phoenix at the Phoenician, which is a well-known resort. It's up against the base of Camelback Mountain. And the homes are unique and different, so they're not very easy to model. They come with a lot of different options that the customer can choose from. So we sold this community 100% virtually. I'm going to play a video that just shows you how we went through the entire community and let the customer see the amenities, let them put their home on a lot, let them see from that lot what the views are going to look like, all using virtual that Zonda created for us. So hopefully the video will play. Oop, nope. Do you guys have the video back there? Okay, there we go. So as I mentioned, we used that experience with Zonda Virtual, which was AlphaVision. So the benefit of that, when you saw the Zoom of everyone meeting together, is that's really how we did everything. Everyone got together, created the tours, did the model walks, and it was a really efficient process for us with our architecture team, our sales team, our designers. So everyone was involved, and it really helped us to get that community up to where we could pre-sell it without the models. And as I mentioned, it pretty much pays for itself when you're doing the virtuals and you're saving the money on the models. I'm not proposing that we go virtual 100% of the time and never build models, because customers do really like that touch and feel. But in the places that we've done it, it's worked well, and it's really been a great selling tool for us.
Thanks, Meredith.